The most misunderstood thing about Jeff Bezos is not his wealth. It's how long he was willing to look wrong. Amazon did not begin as a brilliant master plan. It began as a gamble that looked reckless, boring, and borderline irrational. For years, the company barely made money. For years, Wall Street hated it. For years, critics said the same thing: this will never work. And yet, somehow, it did. Not because Bezos was the smartest person in the room, but because he was playing a different game than everyone else. This story matters right now because Amazon didn't win by being better at retail. It won by changing what winning meant. Let's go back to the beginning. In 1994, Jeff Bezos was working on Wall Street at a hedge fund. Good job, high pay, clear path upward. Then he noticed something small but strange. Internet usage was growing at over 2,000% per year. Not 10%, not 50, 2,000. That number mattered more than any business idea. Bezos didn't start with a product. He started with a trend that felt unstoppable. And he asked a simple question: what kind of business could survive if this growth continues? He made a list of things people buy. Books stood out. Millions of titles, impossible for physical stores to stock, easy to catalog digitally. So Bezos quit his job, drove across the country, wrote a business plan in his car. This part is often romanticized, but here's the uncomfortable reality. There was nothing special about selling books online. The innovation wasn't the store, it was the strategy behind it. Amazon launched in 1995. From day one, Bezos made a decision that confused everyone. He didn't optimize for profit, he optimized for scale. Low prices, fast reinvestment, thin margins, sometimes no margins. Every dollar Amazon earned went back into growth. More inventory, more warehouses, more engineers. To Wall Street, this looked like failure. To Bezos, it was compounding. Here's the key idea most people miss. Amazon was never a bookstore. It was an infrastructure project disguised as retail. Every time Amazon sold a book at a razor-thin margin, it was buying something else: data, customers, logistics experience. While competitors focused on quarterly profits, Amazon focused on systems, and systems age better than products. The late 1990s were chaos. The dot-com bubble inflated everything with .com in its name. Companies with no revenue raised millions. Amazon's stock soared, but internally, Bezos stayed paranoid. He knew most internet companies were built on hype. Amazon wasn't immune. In 2000, the bubble burst. Companies collapsed overnight. Amazon stock fell over 90%. This is where the story could have ended. The company was losing money, capital markets froze, confidence evaporated. But Amazon survived. Not because it was popular, because it was useful. Customers kept buying, suppliers kept shipping, warehouses kept running. Bezos cut costs aggressively, focused on cash flow, extended Amazon's runway. And something important happened. When competitors died, Amazon absorbed their customers. This is the first uncomfortable lesson. Amazon didn't win by avoiding crashes. It won by being built to survive them. Now let's talk about the math Bezos understood better than most. Retail is a terrible business. Low margins, high competition, constant pressure on prices. Most retailers try to escape this by branding or exclusivity. Bezos did the opposite. He embraced terrible margins because margins were not the goal. Volume was. If you sell a lot at low margin, you generate massive cash flow, and cash flow gives you options. Amazon used that cash to invest in logistics, warehouses closer to customers, faster shipping, lower delivery costs. Each improvement made Amazon slightly cheaper and slightly faster, which pulled in more customers, which increased volume, which improved cash flow. This flywheel became Amazon's real product. Low prices lead to more customers lead to more sellers lead to better selection attracts more customers, round and round. Competitors saw Amazon as a store, Bezos saw it as a machine. Then came the move almost no one understood at the time. Amazon opened its platform to third-party sellers. This seemed insane. Why let others sell on your site?
Because Amazon didn't want to own inventory forever. It wanted to own the marketplace. Third-party sellers took on risk. Amazon took a cut. Selection exploded. Revenue scaled. Amazon became less of a retailer and more of a toll booth. Still, profits remained thin. Critics were relentless. All revenue, no earnings. The stock is overpriced. This is charity, not capitalism. Bezos didn't argue. He just kept building. Now we reach the most important and least glamorous part of the story: Amazon Web Services. In the early 2000s, Amazon's engineers faced a problem. Their internal systems were messy, hard to scale, expensive to maintain. So they rebuilt everything, not just to serve Amazon, but to be modular. Services, APIs, on-demand computing. Then Bezos had a quiet realization. If Amazon needs this infrastructure, other companies probably do too. In 2006, Amazon launched AWS. At first, no one cared. Cloud computing sounded boring, unsexy, enterprise-focused. But AWS did something radical. It let companies rent computing power the way they rent electricity. Pay only for what you use. This flipped the economics of startups. No massive upfront costs, no physical servers, instant scalability. Slowly, AWS took over the internet. Netflix, Airbnb, startups, governments. AWS became the backbone of the digital economy. And here's the irony. AWS made more profit than Amazon's retail business. For years, retail broke even or lost money. AWS quietly printed cash. This is the hidden mechanism. Amazon trained the world to judge it by retail metrics while it was becoming a technology infrastructure company. Wall Street didn't fully see it until much later. By then, it was too late. Amazon could subsidize low prices with cloud profits. Competitors couldn't. Now let's talk about Bezos himself. The myth is that he's a visionary genius. The reality is more uncomfortable. Bezos is obsessed with long-term leverage. He doesn't chase trends, he builds foundations. Customer obsession over competitor obsession. Long-term thinking over short-term results. Willingness to be misunderstood. Amazon Prime is a perfect example. Why offer free shipping for a fixed fee? Because Prime shifts behavior. Once customers pay, they shop more frequency, more loyalty. Prime isn't a shipping program, it's a psychological commitment device, another flywheel. But none of this came without risk. Amazon burned cash for years, invested heavily in failures. The Fire Phone collapsed, experiments failed quietly. Bezos accepted this. He believed big wins pay for many losses. That's easy to say when it works, harder when you're losing billions. Now zoom out. Amazon didn't dominate because it crushed competitors directly. It outlasted them. While others optimized for margins, Amazon optimized for endurance. While others chased profits, Amazon chased infrastructure. While others tried to look successful, Amazon focused on becoming unavoidable. And that brings us to today. Amazon is not just a store. It's logistics, cloud computing, advertising, media, payments. It touches commerce at every layer, which raises an uncomfortable question. Was Amazon inevitable, or did the system reward a company willing to delay profits longer than anyone else could tolerate? Because not every company can do what Amazon did. Most don't have access to infinite patience from investors. Most can't survive years of losses. Amazon didn't just out-execute competitors, it exploited a structural advantage. Cheap capital, public markets willing to wait, a narrative strong enough to survive skepticism. So here's the thought to leave with. Amazon didn't win because Jeff Bezos predicted the future. He won because he built something that benefited from time itself. The longer it ran, the stronger it became. Which leads to the final question. In a world where scale, infrastructure, and patience matter more than profits, who else is building quietly right now while everyone else is arguing about earnings?